Told you the other day about this particular story, of course, this imagery, that's right, of Harry and Meghan bestowed in poppies on Remembrance Sunday, and their latest message that some people say are not quite sure what it's about, allegedly about the parents' network, all that sort of stuff in social media. Again, nobody asks for these videos, but seemingly they want to get behind the camera and let the world know their thoughts. When you think about it, they could do a lot more work if they were more positive and on the ground. But what I find as ever interesting is the thing that goes on behind the scenes, because as we've seen recently, Meghan Markle has been blasted by the Bible in Hollywood of The Hollywood Reporter, diva in high heels, reducing grown men to tears, that sort of stuff. This does nothing, of course, to placate the Joan Crawford image that seemingly she now has across the network, as it were, inside Hollywood. And more importantly, this particular video could have taken a definite twist, some say for the worst. As ever, let me explain. Hi, nice to see you. You all right on this lovely day today? Yes, can we just remember everybody, of course, I know we can here on this channel, for everybody who gave their lives, of course, everything that they did for us. I really can't thank them enough. I genuinely do think about when I read those, sort of memory boards outside all the remembrance events and stuff like that. It's very moving, isn't it? Particularly when you look at the ages of these people, because you look and think, wow, barely left school and straight in there. And they must have thought they were doing a power of good to change the world. I'd like to think they did not die without any sacrifice, but one wonders looking around the world today, I'm sure you'll agree. But thank you to everybody, and for all the relatives that still, of course, have an association with that. And I think that's so many millions of people around the world. God bless you all, and thank you to your aforementioned family for everything that they did for all of us, all of those brave men and women. They deserve our ultimate respect. Now back to your royal story of the day. Now I find, as I say, this fascinating because, as I told you, this came out literally to try and besmirch the earthshot success that Prince William had over in South Africa and the big success that it was. Now what's ridiculous about this is, once again, there we have Harry and Meghan standing side by side, some say looking like Laurel and Hardy, some being rather unkind, of course, putting them towards people like the two Ronnies. What is it about them just delivering a message and looking straight into camera? Nothing really exciting happened in this video, or did it? Because according to a source behind the scenes, not everything was running smoothly. If you look at Prince Harry, he looks absolutely fed up to the back teeth, doesn't he? It looks like a last minute addition to that video. No tie, shirt, sort of scruffy, jacket. She, of course, very well lit, very well groomed with a ton of makeup on. And the bottom line is, she looks good, whether you like it or not. She looks fresh-faced. The lighting's all on her. But according to the source working on this, behind the scenes, in fact, Meghan wanted to deliver this message alone. And this message wasn't recorded as early as one thinks. It's been quite a long time in the can. That's how things were moving. But behind the scenes, as we saw, Prince Harry then went, of course, to Africa, the Well Child Awards, all that sort of stuff, and came back garnering a lot of success, a lot of positive headlines, something that Meghan herself has failed to do. And the idea of her going it alone was very much scrubbed by the people above, basically saying, no, he has to be in it. He's the draw. And this is the reason, according to that source, as ever, allegedly, why Harry looks a little bit peeved, because obviously they'd had some kind of tiff beforehand. I can say definitely a tiff beforehand. She wasn't happy about sharing the spotlight, and he clearly hadn't banked on having to be in it, a very much last-minute addition. He's very adept, I believe, at reading the auto cue, but he sort of lacks any sort of empathy and any sort of sincerity. He's just reading it, you can see that. She's acting, smirking, definitely loving the light upon her. And what this video really says is, behind the scenes, everything is not as balanced as they like to say. Truly, there are problems in that particular, shall we say, working relationship, at least for now. But if Meghan had had her way, this message would have definitely been solo, without Harry. That's exactly where she sees herself. A person of empowerment, more importantly, one of position that doesn't necessarily need the former glare of the British monarchy to make her important. But clearly, everybody else thinks differently. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.